Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showing off some really old map saves that I have saved on my computer. Now, none of these are going to be from videos that you guys have likely seen in the past. Well, a few of them might be, but overall there's no map saves from the Hunt for the Golden Apple series or the Peaceful map or anything like that if you guys are aware of those series. But these are going to be from the really obscure things, like random events that I've done or random maps that, were prominent to me in one way or another. Now, I had to spend the last 2 hours going through my entire computer looking for various map save folders because there are two basically primary places where I had to look for these. One was in my servers folders because whenever I create a server either to play with friends or to play on a map, I create a new folder for that server because why not? It's just really easy to do it that way. And as a result, I wind up never really deleting maps. So there's a few maps from that collection of saves that I pulled into here, but the majority of them actually came from when I would realize it was a good idea to back up maps for nostalgia's sake in the future. I would back them up into an unused maps folder rather than deleting them if I realized they had any sort of prominent presence in my life in the past. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be showing off in this video here. So there are 12 maps in total that I'm going to be going over here. I don't know how long this video is going to take, but some of these will wind up, taking a while to show off, and some of them I may only take a few seconds, but I actually do think I will be uploading these for you guys to see for yourself. So basically what I had to do was load up all of the maps that weren't converted far enough or were rather too old in beta 1.7 just to be sure everything worked, then reconvert them into, Minecraft 1.8.8. So some of these maps are going to be missing the chests that have the items in them, and some doors will be reversed and whatnot. But overall, the spirit of everything that I want to show off is here. So let's go ahead and let's launch it into this here. So I'm going to try and go in order here. Hopefully, yeah, we'll start from the top here. So this one, let's see, let's go and let's load these up. I hope that I'm not going to have any problems with world loading in this because I'd fixed all of these to be sure this wasn't going to be a problem. So, okay, this map, I don't really have a whole lot to show off. I am on game mode 1, and basically what this map is this is what the Peaceful map would look like if I instead spawned it on Alpha 1.1. And I want to show this off because there are really odd similarities that exist. This is basically the spawn point, or rather, this is where the cave system is, my primary cave system on the Peaceful map. These are the, pretty much the exact coordinates. And I don't know, I don't want to go into it too much, but what I did want to show off is that the cave system for that map exists, even though the world seeds for Alpha 1.1 and Alpha 1.2 were totally different. That's when the first major change with seeds wound up happening. Other than that, the whole map is mostly different. There's these weird mountainscapes all over the place here, and there's really not much similarity except for this and the terrain on this little island here. No idea why that happened, but I thought it was really interesting and worth showing off. So, all right, anyways, let's go and let's move on to the next one here. This one, I think I may have done some live streams with, and basically I was, nostalging over Minecraft a year, I think this might have been 2 years ago. I was nostalging over some of the super old versions of Minecraft, and basically what this is it's I was just live streaming and playing the game, and I found this area, and it reminded me a lot of the X system. Basically, David R64YT's, David Angel 64, his YouTube channel where he does X adventures in Minecraft. This sort of mountain shape and whatnot, just this area in general sort of reminded me of his X system. So I was building a little house right here and whatnot, and I was going on adventures and whatnot. But it does kind of stink. Again, the chests are gone. There wasn't really anything in them, but the fact that they're gone is just kind of annoying. But anyways, yeah, other than that, nothing too prominent, but I thought it was cool to show off nonetheless. But there's some much better ones that I'll be showing off here soon. So, all right, this one is particularly interesting. So the first multiplayer map old, this was my very first multiplayer map that I ever created a server for, and I decided to play with friends. So the map as it was in this state never really saw too many people on it. I think maybe one other friend logged onto this map, to mess around with it. And this is when I was watching Kirshar's videos a lot, and he was creating these TNT cannons and TNT devices, and I really liked that idea. So, like, I would create them out of obsidian, and as you can tell, like, the ground all around here is just destroyed from the amount of times I had failed attempts. So I realized it was a good idea to create the cannon out of obsidian. And yeah, the spawn point for this map is down there, you know, sort of in this crevice right here. And this is pretty much what this is all about. Now, actually, I realize there's TNT in here, so I'm kind of curious if this is a working copy. I have no idea, but I kind of want to flip the lever just to see. So, oh, here we go. I think that should work, actually. Well, I didn't fire off a piece of TNT. So yeah, okay, nothing got destroyed there. So this actually worked. So that's cool. So I think I made this prior to making my original cannon on my peaceful map. So this is what existed, and I guess there's a ladder in here as well. Oh, right, because back in the old days, you had to manually load cannons. So that was interesting. So anyways, moving on here, I guess I'm going to load up this one then next, because this is a progressed version of that very same map. I think this was like the last backup copy that I had of it, and you can tell how things really progressed into the destructive on this map. So that area that I showed you guys before, again, this is the spawn area, just got completely destroyed. So we took obsidian to the whole thing. This multiplayer map is not legit, I don't think. I think I did run some mods that allowed us to give each other items and whatnot, just because it was experimentation. It was fun. So anyways, this is the spawn area right here. I think, yeah, if I actually go underneath the ground, you can see how all of this is just destroyed, which is hilarious. But anyways, moving on here, you can see the original cannon is still here, but if we go way over here, you can see, like, this is where I started inviting some new people onto the server. So we had a nice TNT fun time over here. I created, like, you know, this thing that allowed us to go down into it just for fun. And you can see the OG cannon is still over here, still operational, maybe, I'm not really too sure. And a couple of random areas all throughout, so I guess this was like a thing. I'm like vaguely remembering some of these areas, so I'm just trying to remember what I should show off and what I shouldn't. But I think in here I had like a protected home of some sort, where if we go ahead and we walk down here, like this is all protected and whatnot. Yeah, this area right here. So I like didn't want anything being, I wanted like an area to stay near my cannon, but I didn't want the cannon to destroy the home, so I made it encased in obsidian. But anyways, we got some of the more creative random crap going on here. Someone decided to create a Mario symbol. Well, not Mario symbol, but yeah, 8-bit Mario using like wool and whatnot. And what's funny is I think this map was originally created before, or I think maybe it was right before wool became a thing, but then that update came out while this map was sort of being played. So then like everyone was messing around with wool. So that's why we were using all the wool and whatnot. Like I created a super tall cannon right here. Don't know if it ever worked, but it looks like fun. So yeah. Anyways, another guy that I know, Jack, decided to create the anatomy of a creeper going on here, which is pretty nifty. So all right, let's go ahead and let's go into game mode 3 real quick here, just because do you know what permission to use this command? It's my computer. I do have permission now. So anyways, I think down in this area down here, we basically had, I'm not sure if this was an immense cave system. No, it wasn't. I don't know why we like torched all this off, but this was like just an interesting area that we found, I guess. I don't really think there's too much to show off other than that. Yeah, looking at this like cave here, there's like nothing around here. Very barren as far as caves are concerned. So anyways, let's go and let's move on here. So, all right, this map is a particularly important map to me. So this map predates Hunt for the Golden Apple by about a month. I know that the dates on these are all the same, but that's because I was doing the conversion stuff on them just before making this video. But anyways, this map predates Hunt for the Golden Apple by about a month or so, because this was the map where I first practiced normal mode for the first time. Because as you guys are probably aware, one of the maps that I have is called the Peaceful map. So when I originally started playing Minecraft, I was playing on peaceful mode, and I wasn't really used to the mobs and whatnot. So I wanted to create a map that was almost a throwaway map, but at the same time, I could, like, you know, just, like, try my best to really learn normal mode so that if I decided to do anything with normal mode on YouTube, I wouldn't be so unpracticed that it was laughable. Even though at the beginning of Hunt for the Golden Apple, I kind of was laughably bad at the game. So anyways, this seed, let's just go and let's just type in /seed here. I mean, you'd have to spawn it on beta 1.7 to get this. But anyways, what I liked about this seed is that, well, I wasn't really too used to seeing like super mountainous terrain that was really unique in Minecraft. So this was kind of cool to see how far out this jetted like this. So I decided to create my house on top of this. And there's a little ladder right here where I can get into the house and whatnot. There's, yeah, as I said about the door problem. Here's like my original cave system because I never found caves for myself. Actually, by doing this, let's see. I'm actually kind of curious to see if there are any like real caves in this system or not. Or maybe if I like just barely missed them. Wow, I just barely missed them. They're like all over the place in this map. I feel so ripped off right now that I never found any of this crap. Instead that I made my mining shaft on basically a dud. Look at this. Look, like all this torched off area is the stuff that I found. And all this over here is the stuff that I never actually found. Look at this. Like, my way into a proper cave system was literally between a block that I just never got through. Thanks, Minecraft. I think, though, this probably leads into a good cave system, so I guess I had no real excuse. Okay, so I don't feel so bad now. But anyways, oh yeah, I guess I found a dungeon as well. That's cool. But anyways, yeah, so this is what I practiced Minecraft with. Okay, I actually think this is the spawn hut right here. So the spawn is not immediately in that house. Yep, this is the spawn hut, so you would actually spawn right there if you died. And you can actually tell, if we go ahead and we look at this from above, you can tell all the little spots where like creepers and whatnot wound up, you know, exploding. So there's one right there. There's one right there. Let's go into game mode 1 so you can see my cursor. So yeah, one right there, one right there. Let's see. Is there any other ones? I think that might be one. I'm not sure what this is all about. I'm guessing this is just pointing me into a cave system or something. But another thing that was particularly cool about this map was this trench right here. Mobs would spawn in this thing constantly at nighttime, which would make it a real challenge to actually survive like normal mode Minecraft because mobs are constantly popping their way out of there and whatnot. Not too sure why I blocked this off. Oh, okay, this is just where my mining shaft went down. So yeah, interesting. So anyways, yeah, that's my first normal mode map in Minecraft. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on here. Let's try and get through these a little quicker. This map was from a map that actually is on my YouTube channel, but is also on Machinima as well. And this was basically when I was with Machinima sort of way back in the day when Minecraft was still fairly new, we had the idea of doing a thing called Dogs of War. And what we did is we created this team-based thing where like one team is defending the castle and the other is sieging the castle. Thus, it's called Castle Siege. And we used some very lightweight mods on the server that allowed us to sort of like have this gate go up and down so we could actually like open and close areas and whatnot. And yeah, so these were the ships that we built to sort of siege the castle of sorts. It looks a little bit derpy because some of the chunks corrupted, and way back in the day I had to like find out how to fix that, otherwise we weren't able to record. Though we did wind up like repairing this on the server, so this didn't look like this, you know, when we played the game. But anyways, yeah, these were the ships that were built, and we had some pretty decent builders. Like looking at these ships, these are still some pretty awesome looking ships. But anyways, yeah, one thing I do want to show off with this map is one tiny little thing. If we go ahead and we go up here, just to show you guys how these mods worked, basically if we wanted to open up this gate right here, we had this lever that led to redstone that led to a sign that says Gate 101, and the mod would pick up on the fact that that sign gets powered, and that's how the gate would open, is like the mod would pick up on that, and then it would, you know, open up the gates. So anyways, if we go ahead and we go up here, I actually think this leads to like the king's lair, to where you could wind up sieging the castle. Yep. See, look at that. That's awesome. That's great. So yeah, we could siege up here, and then the king would be up here, and this is where if you killed the king, you won that round, or, you know, if you did it the fastest. So yeah, anyways, let's see here. Cool. So all right, let's go ahead and let's move on.